If you're interested in the Fujifilm 90mm F2.0 and wonder what can you use it for in street photography, you should probably follow along in this video. First off, I'm still getting used to this focal range, coming from mostly using a 23mm in my own street photography. It takes some time to wrap my head around and figure out what I'm going to use the 90mm for. But it's a 135mm equivalent when we are talking full frame terms, so it can potentially enhance your images or your expressions in your photography when paired with your already wider street photography lens. Now let's get out in the field POV style and I'll show you a few examples of where I use the 90mm. Okay, I found a cool spot potentially. The pocket of light I want to explore over there. Something I really like about the 90mm is that I can stay at a distance and just wait for my subject. So I found some really cool shadows on the building over there. So you have the shadows of the trees there. I have some foreground elements and here comes a subject. Let's see if I can make something work here. That would be awesome. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe able to see it over there. That's my pocket of light. Let me show you real quick. So I'm trying to get something done there. Maybe I just have to get a little bit closer. Yeah, definitely. What I found I really like about this lens is that I can be much more stealthy. So I can find the spot, find the scene that I want to photograph and really just wait around for my subject. This makes my presence more anonymous, which is a good idea if we are playing that waiting game in street photography. Just 10 meters up the road I found another really cool pocket of light, or should we say shadow, that I can use as a natural frame. See up there, that's my frame, my shadow frame. I'm just going to wait for a subject to walk into there. Another thing I noticed was that when I positioned myself to shoot one spot or one scene, I observed from my surroundings that I could do 2 or maybe even 3 scenes at the same time, and I thought that was really useful. Now, before we continue, I would really appreciate if you hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel. That's how I can make more and better content for you guys. Alright, let's head back into the field. Yeah, as I've said earlier, I'm still getting used to the 90mm, but it's getting much more fun now. And what I can say during this session is that I can really isolate my subjects with keeping that distance, and I just get a completely different expression in these images, these high contrast images. So it kind of adds a new dimension to this genre of street photography that I absolutely love to do. This is my go-to genre, these high contrast shadows and highlights in street photography. And here I am at the National Museum, already found a very cool shadow. So hopefully we can make something work here. Look at this. Over there. Here I want somebody to walk into that area of light there for a silhouette. Okay, this is a really interesting scene. You have sort of like 50-50 light and dark, and the light is shining through, like the sun is setting, so it's at an angle from the light corner. So when we have a subject or a person coming in the dark side of this corner, like maybe now, they get lit up. So you have this silhouette of a person, which is really interesting. Let's see if I can get a few here, just to show you how you can play around with light and shadows. This is really fun. It's been a few hours and now it's time for a coffee, but here are some favorites from the session with the Fujifilm 90mm F2.0. I think it's growing on me, really. It's a great lens to use for street photography, and I'm going to use it much more. Earlier I said that this is more of a specialty lens, and yes it is. I think it works best as a complementary lens to your already Maybe that's a 35 or 24mm for street photography. But if you want to add that additional punch to your street sets, this is an awesome choice. So this should give you an idea on what you can use the 90mm for. I think it's a very cool lens to add to your existing kit if you're a prime lens kind of guy like I am. Now, if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this. I would rather go for a zoom lens so you can really get to know your camera and get to know what focal ranges you like to work in. I used to have the 50-140 f2.8, but I found that to be too bulky for street photography. This is much better. And if you like this video, you should probably check out this one after. That's how I do my street photography POV style, so you can see how I do it and how I think when I'm out on the streets. Alright, that's it for now. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome, and it helps me, again, make more and better content for you. Until next time, bye bye.